You're looking at moving to Idaho and you're looking at buying a new construction home here in the Boise, Idaho, Treasure Valley area. In this video, I'm going to dive in to the new construction building process, the different builders that are here in the Treasure Valley, just kind of everything that you want to know when you're buying a new construction home here in Boise, Idaho. My name's Curtis Chisholm. I'm a local real estate agent helping people buy and sell homes here. And I specialize in helping people move to Idaho from California, just like I did myself with my family from San Diego, California a couple years ago. And I have a master's degree in construction management. I used to build high rises, luxury condos, luxury apartments, and these were multi-million dollar projects that I would build. And I brought that into the real estate world, helping you have an absolutely smooth process in buying a new construction home. So in this video, as a former construction manager and now a local real estate agent here in Idaho, I'm going to dive into everything you need to know about buying and building a new construction home here in Treasure Valley. First, what you need to know is a little bit of the terminology. When we're talking about new build homes, whether myself or especially builder reps will simply throw out terminology as if you should understand what it is they're talking about. So let's get that down. So first off, there's going to be a term called a build home, or they'll say when you build with us. And that can be confusing because if you're buying a spec home, a home that is already completed or maybe nearing completion, you would think that, aren't I building with you? No, you're not. What they mean is a build home, like a build to suit type home, means that you're selecting the lot that you would like to put your house on. You're selecting a floor plan with that builder. Now, most of the builders that I'm going to be talking about are going to be semi-custom builders. There are full custom builders as well, but you're going to select a floor plan that they have available, and then you're going to choose that goes on that lot, and then you're going to select the structural upgrades and all the finishes that you want to go in the home. So when you hear the word a build home or building with us, that means you're going through that process, and that takes about usually 7 months on the low end to about 9 months on the higher end, potentially a little bit longer, especially if you do get into custom homes. Just depends on how large of a home and everything going in. You might have to plan a little bit further out. Now, the other option is what are called spec homes or move-in ready or quick move-in homes. These all refer essentially to the same thing, which is a home that is either already completed by the builder and you could go and buy it. You could move in 2, 3, 4 weeks, depending on your timeline, or it's a home that is already under construction. Everything has been spec'd out, meaning all the finishes have been selected, 3-car garage or an RV garage, all that has been already selected by the builder, and that is all priced into the final sales price that you're actually seeing online. So with the build to suit types jobs, you're gonna have a lot premium, you're gonna have the base price of the home, and then you're gonna have any of the upgrades that you're gonna want. So what can happen is you'll see a fairly low price online, like, wow, what a great deal, a $450,000 home, and it's huge. Oh yeah, but there's a $50,000 lot premium, and you got all the upgrades, and now it's a $600,000 home. So you gotta make sure you're looking out for that and understand exactly what you're buying. Now, a quick move-in is going to have all that priced into it. So when you see the home, it's going to say this house is $550,000 and it's a move-in ready home. That simply means that is the final sales price that you're going to pay. There's no extra lot premiums, no extra upgrade cost, etc. Again, now the process for a quick move-in home could be anywhere from, say, a 30-day close if that home is already completed or nearing completion, or it could be 4 or 5 months out. I personally bought a spec home. I did not build my home, but I did buy a brand new construction home, but I bought a spec home. Now, I bought it before it had even broken ground. And the particular builder that I went through, who I actually really like, this builder, I sold a lot of their homes, but they would not allow me to make any changes at all to the home because it was a spec home and there's nothing you could do. So there were changes I wish I could have made. In fact, I'm getting ready to make a change right now. I have carpet in my living room and it's starting to get worn out, so it's time to replace it. And we'll touch briefly on custom home builders. You can certainly custom build your own home here in Idaho. I just want to give you fair warning, this is generally going to be the most expensive route because the full custom builders here are generally high-end builders and they're going to charge the most for that full custom build out. But there are some amazing custom builders here that I can connect you with and you can custom build. Now, oftentimes they'll have lots that they will be able to sell you that they have purchased from developers, and you can simply select from their lot, or you can bring your own land. Now, if you're bringing your own land, you got to make sure that either it already has utilities brought into it, and if it doesn't, you have to budget that into your cost as well, but you're gonna have to bring all your utilities. You're gonna have to bring your power, your water, your gas or propane, do septic, dig a well, all those things are gonna factor in for your development costs. Whereas buying a platted, developed plot of land from a developer, from a builder, all that's already gonna be done and included in the price of that land. I'll give you one example of a custom builder who I really like here, and they've bought lots of land from Boise Hunter Homes in the foothills in Dry Creek, and they only have a few lots available. It's 1-acre lots, and they are an amazing custom builder. They're gonna probably plan around $400 to $500 a square foot for them, depending on what type of finishes ultimately are going to go in. But that plot of land alone, not including the house, was going to be $640,000. So that's for 1 acre in the foothills. So that's about what things are going for. And let's just touch on costs really quickly. As far as the cost range of building homes here, you're going to have anything from affordable builders that are going to be selling homes right around the $400,000 mark. Very few homes, single family homes, are going to be available under $400,000 now, some, but not a whole lot. You're pretty much going to be starting from the $400,000 mark and then working your way up into the multi-millions, depending on the type of home, of course. And we'll break down some of the areas and what to expect with different features in the home. Now, you have to keep in mind that the city of Boise itself is pretty much built out at this point. So there is still building that is occurring, but it's just a lot less. And the homes that are being built in Boise are generally going to be more luxury type homes. For example, you've got Boulder Point. These homes are on a mountain overlooking the entire Treasure Valley. These homes are certainly going to be in the $1 million plus range. You also have homes in Harris Ranch. Again, these are going to be homes that are in the very high 100,000s, 900,000 on up, but most are going to be in the $1 million plus range. Harris Ranch is a super cool, walkable area, lots of local restaurants and shops all in there, super desirable. And then you've got places in the foothills. The foothills are also very desirable because the Treasure Valley is very flat here. So a lot of people like to be in the foothills, closer to the mountains, have some of that geography, that terrain, get into that mountain biking, getting into the skiing a lot faster, have some wildlife around you. And a lot of these homes are going to be starting in the $700,000 range, but really kind of more like $800,000, and then working your way up from there. Then you've got the city of Eagle. Now, Eagle is going to have your highest overall median price of about $1 million median price for your homes there. And you're going to have a lot of new construction homes that are being built in Eagle. There are some relatively affordable builders there in the mid to high 100,000. So we're talking 600,000, 700,000, 800,000. However, a lot of the homes that are being built in Eagle right now are certainly from that $800,000 price point into the couple $1 million range. Now, Meridian is obviously a huge hotspot here in the valley. It's the center of kind of where all the development's happening, but the city of Meridian itself is pretty built out. Really where most of the construction is occurring right now is in the northwest corner of Meridian or in South Meridian, kind of trending towards Kuna. Now, there's a wide variety of homes that are being built still in Meridian, still homes that are relatively affordable in that kind of mid 400,000 range to 500,000, as well as subdivisions like the Keep that are custom homes, again, elevated with great views of Treasure Valley. These homes are going to range into the couple $1 million. And then you start getting into kind of more of the outskirts of the valley. You've got Kuna, Nampa, Caldwell, and Middleton, and Star. So let's set Star real quick. That's kind of considered like the next Eagle. Median price point is around $750,000 right now. There is a lot of building happening in Star with a lot of different builders. You got very high-end builders located in there, as well as affordable builders and kind of mid-range builders. So you've got builders like CBH Homes, Hubble Homes, a little bit Lennar, Richmond America, and then you've got Toll Brothers in there as well. And then you've got a whole other mix of builders in there. You've got builders like Todd Campbell, you've got Tradewinds. These are more custom builders that might build specs, but generally are more custom home builders building in Star. Now, the thing with Star is it is growing quite rapidly, and there is a bit of a traffic problem that's starting to occur. You've got State Street, that's the main street running through there, and then Star. They've recently expanded part of State Street to a 2-lane road, but a lot of it is still a single lane, meaning 1 lane on either side, and traffic can back up. So that's a bit of an issue in Star, depending on how you're getting in and out of there. So they really got to figure out their traffic issue long-term. Otherwise, it could become quite congested. Star is a very small town of about 15,000 people right now. In Star, you're going to plan on homes costing anywhere from high $400,000 range, certainly into the low millions. But for a lot of the homes that a lot of my clients are looking for, you're certainly going to be able to find really nice homes in the $600,000 to $8,000 range. But if you're looking for a larger home on larger land, maybe with that RV garage, certainly expect to pay in that $800,000, $900,000 into the low $1 million price range. And then as you head into Middleton, Middleton is kind of not capping growth, but they're certainly rolling much slower on growth because they're worried about that traffic problem. Now, the builders in Middleton, you certainly have affordable builders like Hayden Homes, Hubble Homes, CBH. You also got those more mid-range builders like Toll Brothers. But what you can get out here is usually a little bit more land, but not always. If you're buying with a tract home builder, the land may not be huge, but you might get a little bit more than what you might get over in Star. Price ranges, again, are going to be in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. And then you're going to have, certainly for your bigger lots, you're going to be looking into the high 100,000s, the 900,000 range, into the low millions, or of course, if you're looking for acreage, into the couple $1 million range. Now, out of Nampa and Caldwell, you're certainly going to have a huge range of affordable builders. I would say this is where your most affordable building is occurring. A lot of developments going in by CBH, Lennar, you got Richmond, America. You also have a lot of Toll Brothers homes being built out in Caldwell as well. Nampa is pretty much done right now for Toll Brothers, but generally speaking, you're gonna find a lot of homes that are gonna cost you in the mid 400 range into the $600,000 range. As far as high-end custom builders in Nampa and Caldwell, there are some areas, but these are pretty much gonna be custom builds or semi-custom builds where you're hiring a builder and finding a lot and then building on there. Now let's break down who some of these builders are. Now again, I've mentioned before, but you certainly have, as far as quality levels and affordability, you've got CBH, they're probably kind of your main starter home. Now they of course don't build just starter homes, they build much larger homes. And I would say CBH has actually come a long ways. They haven't had the, maybe the best reputation. I think you'll probably hear a lot of people kind of talking smack about them. But they do have a quality product, and it's certainly gonna be the most affordable home. So if budget's your overriding concern, then CBH is a great place to look at. And some of their communities are nicer than others, so it's worth taking a look at them. They also tend to offer the largest incentives when you're buying with them. So oftentimes they'll have advertised prices of say $450,000, $500,000, and they can have very large incentives ranging from $15,000 to $45,000. Then as far as local builders, you are gonna have Hubble and Hayden Homes. These are gonna be a similar category of home, although I would say that Hubble, you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck in terms of the square footage of the home. Now, their homes can be relatively basic, but they've been upgrading over the years. In fact, their newest community, Prescott Ridge in Meridian, which if you're looking to build in Meridian, Prescott Ridge is a fantastic location, right off Chinden, easy access to Costco and all your other shopping. And this is certainly one of their higher end model ranges. So they're kind of putting themselves on par with Toll Brothers in this specific community. You've got things like 9-foot ceiling standard, patio cover standard. These are things that, like Toll Brothers has 9-foot ceiling standard, as well as potentially 10-foot, but you may or may not have a patio cover included or not. So if you're looking for a new build right now in Meridian, that Hubble community in Prescott Ridge, really fantastic place to check out. Give me a call and we'll arrange a time and a showing to go check it out. You also have builders like Lennar and Richmond, America. Now, overall, the houses do look really good. I think you just really make sure with any home, you want to get that home inspection done to make sure that it's a quality product. I have clients that have bought both of these types of homes and they all really like them, but you do need to make sure that you stay on top of them. There can be warranty issues, of course, with any home. I have found that Lennar tends to have a little bit more than say Hubble or Hayden does. And then you also have Toll Brothers. Now Toll Brothers, as far as the tract home builders, semi-custom builders, they offer a really nice product for what's included. Now let's touch on that real quick because I find this often with Toll. Their model homes look absolutely stunning and gorgeous. However, they put a lot of upgrades in the model homes. I mean, $100,000 to $200,000 or more worth of upgrades. You're gonna find things in there that you can't even get in the home because they're only like designer only, like this cool custom trim. You can't get it. So people can be kind of let down from seeing how beautiful the Toll Brothers model homes are to then going and seeing what they get in their showroom. For instance, the kitchen sink faucet is just a basic chrome faucet. If you want a nice one like what you're gonna see in the model home, that's gonna cost you. If you want a higher grade countertop, of course, for any of these builders, it's gonna cost you. If your LVP or engineered wood floor everywhere, that's gonna cost you. So those are things to keep in mind when you're going to showroom, that they are gonna cost you more. What I've found typically with most builders is to plan on another 10 to 15% of what the purchase price of the home is in showroom upgrades. If you're looking to buy a new construction home here in the Treasure Valley, my name's Curtis Chisholm. Again, I have a master's in construction management, and I specialize in helping people just like you make the move here to Idaho, just like I did with my family from San Diego, California. And I'm so glad I made the move. People ask me all the time, like, are you disappointed you made the move? You want to move back? Are you still happy here? Honestly, I can tell you, I'm so glad that I made the move here to Idaho, and I love helping people just like you make the move here. If that's what you're looking to do, all you gotta do is reach out via the contact information on the screen or down below. Give me a call, text, or email, whether you're 9 days, 90 days, or even 2 years out. We'll talk, we'll figure out a game plan for you. And if you are looking to explore more about the Treasure Valley, especially things like new construction, pros and cons, etc., all you gotta do is watch this video right here where I dive in deeper, and I'll see you on the next video.